Imagine this. You're rushing to work, drowning in your to-do list, when suddenly a stranger stops you with a simple gesture. A gesture so small, you almost dismiss it. But what if I told you that fleeting moment of kindness could alter the course of someone's entire life? And what if someday it was your life that was changed? This is the story of a single act of kindness that rippled through time to inspire thousands. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. When was the last time you did something truly kind? Hold on to that thought, because by the end of this story, you might see kindness in a whole new light. Act 1. Setup. In a bustling city like New York, where everyone seems to move at a breakneck speed, lives often intersect in the most unexpected ways. Our story begins with a man named Marcus, an everyday guy with a 9-to-5 job, bills to pay, and dreams that felt just out of reach. One cold November morning, Marcus found himself running late for work. Again. On the subway platform, he noticed a young woman sitting hunched over, clutching a piece of cardboard with shaky hands. The sign read, "Hungry. Please help." Now let's pause for a moment. What would you do in Marcus's place? Walk by like most others do? Or stop? Marcus didn't know it then, but his choice in that split second would change more than just her day. And no, this isn't one of those cliché "he gave her a sandwich and they both cried" stories. Trust me, it's better than that. Act 2. Conflict. Marcus hesitated, but something in the woman's eyes, desperation, maybe hope, stopped him in his tracks. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a $20 bill, and handed it to her. The woman's name, he later learned, was Ellie. Ellie wasn't just another face in the crowd. She had once been a college student with big dreams until life took a cruel turn. A series of personal tragedies had left her homeless, and that $20 wasn't just money, it was a lifeline. What Marcus didn't know was that Ellie used that money to buy something she hadn't had in weeks, a warm meal. And with that meal came a clarity of mind she hadn't felt in months. She decided to visit a local shelter that offered job training programs, something she had been too weak and hungry to pursue before. But here's the twist. Marcus thought he'd never see Ellie again. He didn't know his small act of kindness had set a chain reaction in motion, one that would soon come full circle in a way he could never imagine. Months passed, and Marcus went about his life, thinking little of that day. But Ellie didn't forget. At the shelter, she not only found support, but also discovered a passion for helping others like herself. She started working as a volunteer, later landing a full-time job as a counselor for the homeless. Now here's where it gets even more incredible. Fast forward 2 years, Marcus finds himself on stage at a charity gala. Why? Because Ellie, now an advocate for homelessness awareness, invited him as her guest of honor. She had become the keynote speaker and was using her newfound platform to inspire others, all because of a $20 bill handed to her on a subway platform. Who knew a piece of paper with a president's face on it could have that kind of power, right? Act 3. Resolution. As Marcus listened to Ellie's speech, he realized something profound. Kindness doesn't just change lives, it multiplies. That one small act had sparked a transformation that went far beyond what he could have imagined. Ellie's story has since inspired countless others. Her journey is proof that sometimes the smallest gestures can ignite the greatest changes. And Marcus? He's now an active volunteer at the same shelter, paying forward the lesson Ellie taught him. Kindness is contagious. So what about you? What's stopping you from becoming someone's Marcus? Or better yet, someone's Ellie? You never know whose life you might change with one simple act. Call to action. If this story moved you, don't let it stop here. Share this video with someone who needs a little hope today. And if you're ready to start your own ripple effect of kindness, tell us in the comments. What's one act of kindness you'll do this week? Remember, even the smallest gestures can change the world. Start now.